Well, Carshorten, we're back.
Indeed we are, sir.
And still having splendid fun, what? Away there.
Knockers, sir?
Naysayers, you know, do-badders, haters as it were.
Indeed, sir.
What they need to realise there is what we're doing is frightfully, terribly important.
Quite, sir.
Establish contact. I've no thirst for fame or a lavish contract. I'm a chappie with a sunny disposition, with a taste for fine wine or a funny expedition to the club or a bordello with a sweet tobacco smell. Oh, I can taste it as we speak. It stays with me for weeks. The simple things in life come when I'm paid for all my cheek, but when some others take a pick, they form a clique and take the squeaking of their wish to see me fall. The greatest chap hop star of all. But the weakness overcome, and they're jealous and rather stop them from keeping mum, so they bleat all their grievances up and down the avenue. I'm replete with my riposte to keep me from grabbing you by your lapels. I've no need to haze, for my life is amazing, and here, my dear, is the news. The world's mine, knick-knack and tory, it's so frightfully keen. Yours is another story, it's really rather mean. The world's mine, it's so frightfully wrong. You may bathe in my glory and maybe the dross one has to hear at one stop bed and a frightful bore. The world is my toy shop, it makes your ploy stop. A place of joy, got a Japanese robot in a bow tie to serve me tea. Biscuits, cake and sherry. The very thought of employment thwarts my enjoyment of port, so deploy some more booze, remain buoyant. I demand booze and I demand cake, but always to share as I care for the chums that I make. In the wake of the chap-hop wars, I recline in a fine pair of tweed +4s. I care not whose gander I get up, I'm set up for life, as my quill has more might than the knife. The strife of naysayers calls me, bores me blue. Let them eat cake and let me eat it too. The world's mine, knick-knack and tory, it's so frightfully keen. Yours is another story, it's really rather mean. The world's mine, knick-knack and tory, it's so frightfully rum. You may bathe in my glory and maybe we'll be chums. All the haters and their maters, throw your hands up at me. And try not to upset me. If your nose can't take a tweak, or you find my words oblique, then get back to your bitter pit, because I've turned the other cheek. And the world's mine, knick-knack and tory, it's so frightfully keen. Yours is another story, it's really rather mean. The world's mine, knick-knack and tory, it's so frightfully wrong. You may bathe in my glory and maybe chums. Biscuits, cake and sherry. Cake and sherry.
Is America buried and never exist, where your poor life was heavenly bliss when you stepped out of vote number 7. Forever for this, dust bowl chips and selection of dips, rehydrate those ancient celery sticks, cause we're gonna have a party down at 76.
Today's the day for celebration. We've been locked away, but we've been making preparations. Sweep away decay and all the. Now we're at the dawn of a day of reclamation. jurisdiction of the nation. It's a fate we waited every day in dedication to build a haven, pave the way for generations. What's left of all tech participation? Deep beneath the wastes of Virginia is a place where we could have stayed safe for millennia. But tensions get frayed after just a few decades, so we're certain that the surface ought to be a little friendlier. Shine your shoes, cause the hour is a handful. Join a hand in hand with fellow man to save the land. So I packed some dandy apples in a satchel with some blamcos. Stepped out of the gate to meet the neighbors and it's blam.
Do you think that the world could ever be fixed? Is America barricaded ever exist? Were you hoping for a life of heavenly bliss when you stepped out of vault number 76? Are you lost in awe? Well, you better be quick. Build a hovel from the rubble while the reverie sticks. All you gotta build a heaven using death as the bricks if you wanna have a life out of 76. I don't wanna set the world on fire, but your house will do just fine. Not you thinking maybe now's a prudent time after death is in the rowdy mutants flying.
Now I'm an optimist, but was it a bad decision to make a mission out of living in a vicious cataclysm? Sitting in the wilderness and killing for provisions. If all may have its faults, but all the halls were a condition. Every dweller went from level-headed fella to a villain. So forgive me if it's not what I envisioned, but with citizens selected out of brilliant civilians, I thought that some decorum while exploring was a given.
Hi, Joel. How you doing today? I haven't seen you since the fall barbecue last May. All right. Oh, jeez. Okay, you can keep the carcass. I'll be on my way.
Country road, take me home to a place that won't radiate my bones. Hear a silly little ditty with a playful tone, transmitted from the middle of the danger zone. Country road, take me there to a pretty little crater in the open air. It's a bright new future, so don't be scared, cause everything glows with a bright green glare. Can the world ever be fixed? Is America buried in it ever exist? Were you hoping for a life of heavenly bliss when you stepped out of vault number 76? Yes, murdering suburbians getting your kicks. Well, we ask you to refrain till population is fixed. Rest assured that every resident was carefully picked to be remembered as a member of 76.
Vault-Tec reminds you your purpose on the surface is to work to survive through adversity by working with the persons beside you.
Nah, I never liked you. I'm gonna craft some ammo and fight
There
you.
was a time I'd smile and pretend that I liked all my friends. When society and tell me why they pretend, bring a violent end to that white picket fence.
You missed my recital again.
Now there's no keeping up with the Joneses. I've broken their noses, I've stolen their clothes, I've fed them to the roaches. That out of show and promoting this lawn while I'm trying to focus on my crosswords. That's what you're through now. You make the dispute out of sending your shootouts. Shoot it, Diane, I hate you, we can't buy.
This is for bringing one round to my luau.
Everyone's had that fantasy to be the last humanity. You might think it's rad to see what will grow from this rad disease. The mutations are fast moving.
Would have guessed these nuclear arms would give me literally nuclear arms.
Ground zero at the Rubicon farm, so what is the harm if we drop another couple of bombs? Who'd have thought the horrors of war could be awesome when chalking them up against the boredom? Before things were torched and we're forced to reform from assortments of morons. A quarter century's quarrels lay dormant. Spit boys and torches, blood in the porches, squash clubs and potlucks and nuclear launches. Set in the scorch on my mother-in-law is more fun than anything before the war. From Boston out of the hobby, you gotta get a hobby like slaying all your neighbors and displaying all the bodies. So let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat.
Oh, it's freezing. Close the door.
Tenemos que estar siempre listas y el tiempo hay que aprovechar. Daremos hoy, sí, una gran fiesta. Pronto mucha diversión habrá. Yo no sé qué pasará, solo sé que bien se sentirá. Con amigos sí, ya hay que encender las luces. A bailar, pues tendremos una fiesta genial. A bailar, pues tendremos una fiesta genial. A bailar. Si algo no fue como tú esperabas, ríete, no es un crimen estar mal. Hazlo ya, tú eres muy original. Si te hacen tan buenas que risa me dan. Tenemos que estar siempre listas y el tiempo hay que aprovechar. Daremos hoy, sí, una gran fiesta. Pronto mucha diversión habrá. Yo no sé qué pasará, solo sé que bien se sentirá. Con amigos sí, ya hay que encender las luces. A bailar, pues tendremos una fiesta genial. 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 A bailar, pues tendremos una fiesta genial.
I've walked through all these halls before. I've been in and out of every door.
trim. I've got so much work to do. Where on earth do I begin? Fearless infantry, stand behind me in my stride. Stopping's not an option when your goals are anything like mine. You put up a fight, tearing at the inseam. Watching everything falling apart won't keep me from my dream. Nobody stands a chance here in my way. Is it so wrong to be selfish for a change? Nobody stands a chance here in my way. Is it so wrong to be selfish today? Cut the cards, mark the things. You're not bad, darling, darling, but that doesn't mean anything. Cut the cords and mark the pins. You're not bad at what you do, but that doesn't mean. Cut the cords, mark the pins. You're not bad at darling, darling, but that doesn't mean anything. Cut the cords and mark the pins. You're not bad at what you do, but that doesn't mean a thing.
Wires got crossed when it was about 3. Dad had bloody and gave me a start. She got killed, bad man, that sniffed and scam. Grew up in the system, bounced a couple homes. This woman married, gifted me hand-me-down clothes. Shy at the start till this guy named Shift You. Had 100 pounds on me, call me Brittle Bones Nicky. Target aim, straight at my face, big house of kids. Credits, cake, run up a couple bucks, got it freshly baked. Sat down to dinner, put it right in his face. Right in his fucking face. In his face! You're not gonna push me around. Get me down, down, down. You're not gonna push me around. You can't get me down, down, down. Bounce ahead, couple years, king of my peers. We bike the block, cheers and pretty girls' beers. Did alright for myself, petty thefts I pulled. Dropped out of school, built a circle of bulls. Needed more money, covered head to toe. Snuck up, sucker took his ash and drove. Cash stash pouring in, bulk of it up my nose. How dumb I was, 21 and way out of control. The cops kicked down the door, she hit a line right off my wall. Said that's one way to go down. Knew I was hard as rock. Knew I was hard as rock. Hard as rock! You're not gonna push me around. You can't get me down. You're not gonna push me around. Down, down, down. Orange New World, who can I trust? Killers were nice, smugglers were rough. Met a man named Ben, quite sharp and witty. Gave me books about money and cities. Taught me ropes, only years could have gained. Looked out for each other, MO's the same. That night I heard Ben, turned 50 in May. Yelling so loud, 2 decades we aged. Found him cornered, pants down, shanked. Didn't even I feel free. Try to do what I thought was best, and that's coming to the grave with me. As I lay here in my final nights, I try to have a laugh. I didn't win the game of life, but I'd give myself a pass.
I said patella. Hey, Billy Noah!
Sans, stop your tomfoolery. We are here to stand guard. Wait here and keep your eyes out for humans.
Eyes out? My eyes came out years ago. Well, what do we got here? They call me Sans, at the serve of these parts. Yeah, just kidding, I work on a grease cart. Grilling up hot dogs to genocidal toddlers. You can run, but I'll know if you restart. If you want a bad time, then you're in the right place. Just look into my eyes, see my funny tight face. I'm really quite a nice guy, but if you pick a fight, I will hunt you all your life through time and space. Can you blame me? If I feel a little hubris, for my fame to make things a little humorous, I could tickle your bones to the tip of your toes. Well, unless you're my bro, Joe, flow over his head. No one, it's just an inconspicuous lamp. If you ever meet a skeleton and towels and some Weddleton, just humor him and let him win and think that he's a champ. I bet you think you never met a skeleton. Well, I bet you met a ton. They just had a bunch of gooey melanin to flash upon. Never one was in the upper echelon, a clever pun. I'll make you laugh or cry depending on the run you set upon.
Scary, sending shivers down your spine.
You best prepare for a hilariously bad time.
Every human one day ends up 6 feet underground. But you're heading for a grave that's buried way deeper down. Yeah, a human! Call the guards! Wait a minute, that's my job. To capture a nabio won't be hard. This maze is made with electric charge. Wait, how did you get this far? It took 3 weeks to wreck this part. I genuinely didn't expect this done. How did you correctly guess this part? I am Papyrus, strap set, armed and ready. There's medals on my arm already. Plus some spaghetti. You're nervous, but oh, that is good spaghetti. Where was I? I keep on forgetting. I am Papyrus, chef with the King's Brigade. With the culinary skills, leave you flambéed. It's a shame that after you taste my blade, you won't have space for my bolognese.
So I guess you could say that he passed away.
Sans, is this how you have to behave? I'm trying to challenge this dastardly knave. Now I've run out of bars and they've just run away.
We're spooky, scary, sending shivers down your spine.
I serve spaghetti and incredibly good rhyme. Yeah.
Every human one day ends up 6 feet underground. But you're heading for a grave that's buried way deeper down.
So you took a little fall till you think you got the gold to survive extermination. Trapped deep below, and all you gotta show is your determination. There's no tutorial, it's as gory as can be. Will the weight of your sins leave you snowed in? There's no mercy.
Who dares disturb me from my slumber? Stick around, this will be a fun number. I'm fully versed in turning all the universe asunder. I also have a specialty in unlucky spelunkers. You'll be befuddled when I muzzle in and muddle the seams. Hit the shuffle and I'll tunnel through the fuzz on your stream. You'll take a tumble and you'll crumble into rubble to breathe. But my glasses won't be loud enough to muffle your scream. Caught in the cycle of an undying skeleton. Might as well strive to be front of the peloton. Might be you, without my elements. Testing your talent would be a welcome experiment. I'm in eternal, so be certain that I'm well rehearsed. Rhymes may define that every line is like a multiverse. Every parallel dimension is like a man. But when it comes to spitting fire, I've the magic in hand.
We're spooky, scary, sending shivers down your
outside of time and space, but I'm afraid goes down in time.
Every human one day ends up 6 feet underground. But you're heading for a grave that's buried way deeper.
I'll get them next time, Sans. You hear me, I will.
Way deeper down.
Here, let me guess. You can feel it in your bones.
Way deeper down.
It's teaching the two of you bigger than the majesty. Metaphorically.
Way deeper down.